Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day we are finally talking all about manifestation. A few years back, actually one of my first videos ever, I talked about the law of attraction and kind of gave you guys an introduction to what that is. And over the past couple years, I have just learned so much more, and I've really whittled down and perfected my manifestation process. And so I want to share what that is with you guys, because manifestation, conscious manifestation, is something that has completely changed my life, and I just can't imagine life without this process, life without these intentions, all of that. If you guys don't know what manifestation is, I would recommend going and watching the past video I created on the law of attraction. I will link that in the cards right up here for you. But very, very simply put, manifestation is the phenomenon that occurs when things that once only existed in your mind come to fruition in your physical 3D reality. So if you've ever heard the phrase, thoughts become things, that's essentially what this is. And there's truly so much more to manifestation than just the law of attraction. There are about 16 universal laws that play a role in manifestation, and I would be more than happy to create a video kind of on the scientific end of manifestation and what it really is, all the caveats and paradoxes and all of that, because there are a lot. But this video is more so going to be about my conscious manifestation practice. So just to give some context around some of the big flashy things that I've manifested, my top number one has to be moving to New York City without a job, without really any money, completely on my own, and making it here. I manifested a job at Saks Fifth Avenue. That was my first ever job when I pivoted from science and biology into the fashion industry, because if you didn't know, my formal education background is in psychology and biology. Had no experience in fashion when I made my way into this industry. I've also manifested a big, spacious, beautiful apartment here in Brooklyn, being able to work for myself full-time and not having to rely on a 9-to-5, and on and on and on. So these are just the big flashy things. Like I said, in reality, you are manifesting 24/7. Again, more on that in a later video, but let's get into my conscious manifestation practice. So first and foremost, you have to choose something that you want to manifest, right? So I like to focus on 1 to 3 things at a time. More than that, I tend to kind of forget about things, and it gets messy. So for me personally, I like to focus on 1, 2, or 3 things at a time that I am wanting to manifest into my life. These can truly be anything. It can be money. Money is a big one. It can be success in business. It can be a feeling. You want to feel joy. You want to feel content. Friendships, relationships, a house, a car, moving across the world, whatever speaks to you, whatever has been placed on your heart, you can manifest it. So once I have chosen my 1 to 3 things, I will sit down at my desk and get out my journal, and I'm going to write a thank you note to the universe, simply saying, thank you so much, universe, for blank. So for me, right now, one of my manifestations is to become monetized on YouTube. So I would go in and write, dear universe, thank you so much for monetizing my YouTube channel. I am so grateful that I now get to make money off of doing something I love, sharing my creativity, and interacting with my audience. Thank you so, so, so much for this or something better. Now, key point. Always, always, always include this or something better. The universe is always going to deliver your manifestation to you in the path of least resistance. And so it's important to be specific with what you want, but it's also important for you to leave room for the universe to bring you either whatever you're asking for or something even better. So I always like to add that at the end of my little thank you letter. Also, point on this, make sure it is in the past tense. Never, never, never write in the future tense. Say if I were to have written, "Dear universe, I'm so thankful that you are going to make my channel monetized," because in writing that, you're going to keep manifesting that it's going to become, and it's never actually going to get there. For me, and what I have seen work best, it is always quickest, easiest to write in the past tense as if it has already happened. The mind doesn't know the difference, and the mind plays a big, big, big role in your manifestation. So if you can trick the mind into thinking it's already happened, even just by writing out that letter, all the better. So I write my letter and then I forget about it. This is so crucial. Letting go is probably the one thing that has dramatically changed how quickly and how accurately, if you want to call it that, my manifestations have come to fruition. You have to be okay with letting go, because if you're constantly sitting there obsessing over this thing, like if I were to sit here all day, every day saying, "Thank you so much, universe. I just want to remind you that I'm grateful that you monetized my channel." That's sending out desperate vibes, right? Like if you've ever been in the situation where someone really wants to be friends with you or really wants to be in a relationship with you, and they keep coming at you with this desperate energy, it's a big turnoff, right? And so that is not at all what we want to be putting out to the universe. I find it best to write my thank you note once and forget about it. That's not to say you shouldn't be grateful and continue to be grateful day after day. That's also a big part, but it's coming from a place of, I already have this thing and I'm just so grateful that it's here. It's not coming from that desperate energy of, "Hey universe, remember I asked for this. Okay, just making sure you know." So two distinctions there. So that is how I set my intention and how I get specific for the thing that I'm trying to manifest. I do have a set of supplemental tools, if you will, that do help in speeding up the process. So first and foremost, another game changer for me has been subliminal recordings. If you don't know what they are, subliminals are messages that are interwoven typically into music that target your subconscious mind. A lot of the times when we're trying to manifest something but it just isn't happening, it's because there is an underlying limiting belief somewhere deep inside of us that we're probably not even aware of. Oftentimes it has to do with worthiness, being enough, being deserving, things along those lines. So subliminals target your subconscious where this belief is held and rewire that limiting belief for you so that your manifestation can happen. They're really, really cool. I actually make my own subliminals and I make custom subliminals for other people. So if you would like, you can go check them out. I will leave a link in my description where you can go find some subliminals to help you on your manifestation journey. Like I said, they are one of the #1 tools that I have seen make a difference for me personally. So breath work is another big tool that I use. Breath work is so cool if you have never done it before. It's really, really trippy. It's an active breathing exercise that you do that just really connects you with the higher power, whatever you believe in, if that's God, universe, source, whatever. It connects you and it helps you to let go of any stuck emotions. It just gets the energy flowing in your body, and it's a really good way to release anything that's not serving you, any blockages that may be blocking your energy and blocking your manifestation. So breath work is another great thing. I can do a whole video on what breath work is and some of my experiences with it if you guys would like that. Of course, meditation as well. I love taking a few minutes in the morning. I'll typically listen to one of my subliminal recordings and just take 10 minutes to zen out, enjoy my cup of tea, and just turn my mind off. It's so therapeutic for me. I love meditating. Scripting is another great tool. So writing out your day as if it already happened. So writing out your dream day. So if we're going back to the monetization example that I gave at the beginning, I would script out a day where I had just lived through that experience. So I would say something along the lines of, this morning I woke up and checked my AdSense revenue from the previous day and saw I had made $500 overnight, and I was so grateful for this. I went out and treated myself to coffee, blah, 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 blah. You just write out your whole day as if the thing you're manifesting had already manifested. It's really cool, and it's just fun too. It's fun to visualize. Visualization is another great tool that I'm sure you've heard of. It's basically like daydreaming. Vision boards, like the one I have back there, great tool. Love building those around the beginning of the year. So all of these are really, really good supplemental things that will help you in your manifestation process. But most important, feel gratitude each and every day as often as you can for already having the thing that you have manifested. Gratitude plays such a big role in the manifestation process, and it just puts you in a better mood, honestly. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. It is so important. So that, you guys, is my manifestation process in a nutshell. Really simple. I don't have rituals. I don't have this 20-step process. I don't have a morning manifestation routine and a nighttime manifestation routine. No, because like I said, you're manifesting 24/7. It's a state of being. And once you start to embody these practices, it's not going to feel like you're doing anything out of the ordinary. So honestly, when I sat down to write out notes for what I wanted to talk about in this video, because I knew I wanted to talk about manifestation, but it's just become such a part of who I am that it was somewhat difficult for me to pinpoint exactly what I'm doing in every moment, because it's just a living practice, and it's gonna feel weird at first. It's like when you first start driving, you're super hyper aware of everything going on in your car, and you gotta check my mirror, and I need to make sure I am in drive, and all of this, but eventually it just becomes second nature, and you essentially go into autopilot. And it couldn't be better, because at that point, once you reach that with manifestation, you're truly just bringing in whatever you want on autopilot. It's the coolest thing. So that is my manifestation process. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Please let me know if you would love a part 2, or if you want any other videos like on the science behind manifestation, what it really is and the energetics behind it, limiting beliefs, breathwork stories, all of that. I would be more than happy to make those videos for you. So thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like this video and give me a subscribe down below. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.